Hey girl, do you wish you could make your healthy habits stick, but life keeps getting in the way? Are you tired of diet culture telling you to shrink yourself when you'd rather just find true food freedom, move your body for joy, and feel and look good in your favorite leggings? Then you're in the right place. Think of this as Atomic Habits for women. Hey, I'm Emily Nichols, habit and fitness coach, millennial mom, and Taco Tuesday enthusiast. I'm here to tell you there is an easier way than what we've been taught about health and our habits. How do I know? Because I've gone from former chronic dieter to habit hacker through the power of the system that I'm now going to teach you so you can finally stop dieting and just train for life via your habits. Remember, it's not your fault your healthy habits haven't stuck. We just have to do them differently. Are you ready to habit hack your health? Then let's do this. Hey friend, welcome to Habit Hack Thursday. Today we're focused on mindset and why tiny 5-minute habits will help you be consistent more than any other habits you can do. Now, just a reminder, you can still sign up to watch the replay of the Healthy Habit Reset through this Sunday, the 28th. I also announced a discount code for our friends, so go listen or rewatch the Healthy Habit Reset, learn the 5-step habit change method, and start making just one healthy habit stick over the next 21 days with the resources provided to you in our free little workshop or masterclass. You can get it at bit.ly/free reset masterclass. All right, gang, let's talk a little bit about tiny habits and especially just 5-minute habits and how this can help you be consistent. You know, as folks were joining us for the Healthy Habit Reset, I made the reset available to everyone for free because it teaches you just basic Atomic Habits for Women philosophy like 101. Right? And how to make your habits stick. That is one of the biggest questions and challenges I hear from you all is how do I make my habits stick? Like you can get started, but it's really hard to stay consistent and make them stick. So I got you, girl. We have our programs to help you do that. But when thinking about consistency, I was thinking about today's episode and these tiny 5-minute habits. And I found this quote that I really wanted to share with you that I really love. It says, "You are what you repeatedly do every day. Excellence is not an act, but a habit." Right? Excellence is not an act, but a habit. These habits will help you stay consistent. It doesn't have to be this huge, big, life-altering, life-changing thing. It can literally just be a 1% change in your day-to-day to do the habit. So today we're talking about tiny habits and how 5-minute habits can help you be consistent, really help you build momentum and confidence in yourself. Now, I'm always really inspired by one of my favorite habit books. It's called Tiny Habits by BJ Fogg. Go check it out. It's one of my favorite habit books other than Atomic Habits by James Clear. And I love it because of the concept he teaches. And he actually gives an example of a tiny habit. If you're starting to have that urge and you want to work out, right? He gives an example of doing one push-up a day to start building momentum. One push-up a day. That's it. And I know you might be thinking that seems so insignificant and how is that going to be transformational? But it's very powerful. Doing something tiny like that triggers in your mind that, look at me, I'm going. And more than likely, within a few days, you'll find yourself doing more and more push-ups because you're like, well, one was simple. I have time to do a few more, and that compounds over time. But however, many times we just have that all or nothing mentality, and we want to do it all. We want faster results. And the Atomic Habits for Women philosophy that I teach really comes into play here, and that we have to get a little more creative. Think tiny instead of big so we're not overwhelmed and not frustrated with ourselves when those habits aren't sticking because we're trying to do too many. Now, I teach something called the habit hacking trifecta. It's like 3 tiny habits that I know you can stick to for 21 days with a plan to give you confidence and momentum that we teach in the Healthy Habits Accelerator pod course. So go check it out. It's linked in the show notes for you. But I wanted to give you a couple of examples of some 5-minute healthy habits. So you can be like, okay, I can do these. Yeah, I can do these. And some habit loops to help you think about how you could make these happen, right? It's one thing to think about, okay, I could do this habit, but it's another thing to take action. The habit loop, is how you take action. It's juicy, higher level strategy. So let's talk about it. So we'll talk about one around food freedom, mindset, and movement, of course. So a cue, routine, reward around a 5-minute food freedom habit hack could be a 5-minute prep of snacks for your next day. So your cue could be when you clean up dinner dishes or put your kids to bed. The routine is you take 5 minutes to prep snacks for the next day. Maybe you wanted to cut up some veggies or put some nuts in a baggie or lay out a protein bar or even just lay out everything to make a smoothie for the next morning, right? That takes 5 minutes, but really sets you up for success the next day. Next, you could do 5 minutes of gratitude. I love the 5-minute gratitude journal. Like you can find it on Amazon. Just look for 5-minute gratitude journal. A habit loop around this is the cue is after you wash your face at night. The routine is grab your gratitude journal, like even put it in your bathroom if you have to, like for a visual trigger. And the reward on the other side is, gosh, I feel so more grateful. I am more grounded, so on and so forth. And then lastly, a movement tiny habit. So what if you did 5 minutes of desk stretching? I love this so much because we do sit so much behind our desk. I personally just got a standing desk and walking pad for Christmas, and I'm obsessed. I've never felt more productive in my life. My dog's not happy because he likes when I sit on the couch and work with him as well. But let's think about 5-minute desk stretches. So a cue could be like every day at noon, you have a alarm go off on your phone or a calendar reminder, even like a 5-minute calendar reminder to remind you, okay, it's time to do my 5-minute stretches. Or even if it's after a call that you do every day at noon, some type of cue like that. You do 5 minutes of stretching. The reward on the other side is, you have that blood flowing through your body, maybe just a little dopamine going as well, but you're also becoming more flexible and mobile, which is good for us at any age. Now, that seems doable, right? Think about doing this day after day after day and how that compounds over time, because life will get in the way, right? What if you are planning on doing a big workout, you're going to go to a yoga class and it snows and you aren't able to go? Because that's what happened to me this morning in Indy. I decided not to go to HotWorks this morning because there was a lot of snow on the ground. I didn't want to fight traffic. So I can do 5 minutes of stretching. That's doable, right? Absolutely. Life will get in the way, but if you have these 5-minute tiny habits, it will help you to accept and adapt as things come your way in life. And build momentum. Build confidence so you are doing something to take care of your health every day that doesn't have to be schedule altering, life altering, but it will be long term the more you do these tiny habits. Now, a bonus habit hack for you. I like to set a 5-minute alarm to be like, okay, boom, 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 I'm getting this done. It helps you to really focus in and streamline and get it done. I love doing that, especially if I have like an email sequence I have to write or something, I set an alarm to get it done. Now, if you want some ideas to help you create your own habit loops, by far my fave way to take action, and again, like I said, this is the juiciest of habit strategies, you can grab my free Healthy Habits cheat sheet, just bit.ly/healthy habits cheat sheet, okay, just like it sounds. It's available in the show notes under the Freebie Vault link. Like you can learn about how to create your own habit loops. And I have 60 habit ideas to get you started that don't take a lot of time if you're unsure of what tiny habits to start with. So I hope this makes it a little bit more simplified in your head and really thinking about starting small, just 1%, just 5 minutes, and how that compounds over time. Something is better than nothing. You've heard me say this over and over again if you've been in any of my programs. And this, my friend, is Atomic Habits for Women at Play. So thanks so much for joining us. Remember, you can get the Healthy Habit Reset replay in the show notes. Grab that discount code for my pod course if you're wanting to join us. All right, girl, I love you so much. I'll see you next week. Hey girl, real quick before you go, did you know I have a secret podcast where I talk all about why most habit strategies don't work for us women? Spoiler alert, it's not our fault. Visit bit.ly/atomic habits for women. It's linked in the show notes to access my secret podcast series and have your biggest aha moment about why and how women have to do habits differently. And if you love the podcast, the number one way you can thank me is to leave a rating and review in iTunes. That way more mamas can find the show. Love and appreciate you, friend. We'll see you next time.